यस, आज बेसिकली हम बात करेंगे प्री बोर्ड फर्स्ट सब्जेक्ट हिस्ट्री क्लास 12th. टुडे वी विल डिस्कस द प्री बोर्ड फर्स्ट class 12 subject history. You have to see that time is 3 hours, max marks is 80. Okay, now we have come to the general instructions. The question paper comprises 5 sections: A, B, C, D and E. There are 34 questions paper. Question paper. All questions are compulsory. Section A has 121st question MCQ, 1 marks each. Section B has question number 22 to 27 short answer type questions carrying 3 marks each. Answer to each question should not exceed 80 words. Section C 28 to 30 are long answer type questions carrying 8 marks each. Answer to each question should not exceed 350 words. Okay, now we have come to this one. Section D question 31 to 33 are source based questions with the sub questions. There are 4 marks each. Section E question is map based carrying 5 marks that includes the identification and location of the significant test items. Attach the map with the answer book. There is no overall choice in the question paper. However, an internal choices has been provided in a few questions. Only one choice in such questions. Only one of the choices in such questions have to be attempted. In addition to this, separate instructions are given with each section and question wherever necessary. Now we have come to the section A, multiple choice questions. Identify the type of marriage with the help of the following information. It refers to the marriage within the unit. This could be a kin group, caste or group living in a same locality column. कौन सा ऑप्शन करेक्ट है ये आपको बताना है. क्वेश्चन 2 पर आ जाते हैं. अग्रहारा मीन्स क्या होता है. थर्ड क्वेश्चन, मैच द कॉलम ए विद कॉलम बी. ठीक है, यू हैव टू मैच द कॉलम ए विद कॉलम बी. इसमें से आपको कौन से ऑप्शंस करेक्ट हैं वो आपको बताना है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, टू मैरी योर डॉटर आउटसाइड द गोत्र इज नोन एज. ठीक है, उसको क्या कहते हैं आपको बताना है. आइडेंटिफाई द इमेज फ्रॉम द फॉलोइंग ऑप्शंस. ठीक है, कौन सा कॉइन है ये. यू हैव टू जस्ट सी दिस कॉइन एंड यू हैव टू आंसर दैट. Note the following questions are for visually impaired candidates in lieu of question number 5. ठीक है, अगर कोई visually impaired candidate है तो इसके लिए ये question है. Who among the following was the composer of प्रयाग प्रशस्ति. Question number 6, choose the correct option. इसमें से आपको correct option choose करना है. Question number 7, which of the following statement is incorrect. You have to just tick that statement is incorrect. Question number 8, the first dynasty that ruled over Vijayanagar Empire was. Question number 9. Consider the following statement regarding Kabir. Which of the given statements are correct? Question number 10. Given below the two statements labeled as assertion and region के questions हैं ये. Okay. First assertion. A distinctive feature of Harappan architecture was that road side of the building was not existent. Entry into Harappan civilization buildings through narrow lanes which formed right angles from the main lanes. What A and B correct? कौन सा आप इसमें करेक्ट है आपको बताना है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 11 पर आ जाते हैं. कंप्लीट द फॉलोइंग विद द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. अल्बुर्नी एंड मार्को पोलो. क्वेश्चन नंबर 12, मैच द कॉलम ए विद द कॉलम बी. यहाँ पर आपको कॉलम ए से कॉलम बी को मैच करना है. You have to see this is the column A and this is the column B. You have to match these things with column B. Options हैं, इसमें से आपको correct option choose करना है. आगे चलते हैं. नीचे दिए गए कथन given below two statements labeled as assertion and region. Assertion region का question है ये. You can see this. Yes. Assertion is Jyotidars were a group of rich peasants who had consolidated their position in the village, taking advantage of the crisis faced by zamidars. Region, unlike the zamidars, Jyotidars were located in the village, had direct control over the poor villagers. ठीक है, इसमें से कौन सा ऑप्शन करेक्ट है. You have to take that one. Now we have come to the question number 14. State which of the following statement is incorrect regarding the Kitab ul Hind and al Biruni. Question number 15. Which of the following statement is incorrect regarding the crops during Mughal period. Question number 16. Who collected revenue on behalf of the state? Question number 17. Gandhiji participated in which round table conference? Next, consider the following statement regarding the British East India Company in Bengal. Which of the following statements are correct? इसको आपको चेक करना है. Question number 19. Who coined a cherry that will drop into our mouth one day? A cherry that will drop into our mouth one day. किसने ये जो है स्टेटमेंट कही थी वो आपको बताना है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 20. अंडर विच आर्टिकल डज सेंटर गेट द राइट टू टेक ओवर स्टेट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑन द रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ गवर्नर? कौन सा आर्टिकल के अकॉर्डिंग ये है? हु गेव द कंसेप्ट ऑफ हिंदुस्तानी लैंग्वेज? सेक्शन बी पर आ जाते हैं. राइट अ शॉर्ट नोट ऑन वेट्स यूज्ड बाय द हरप्पन्स, और राइट अ शॉर्ट नोट ऑन एग्रीकल्चरल टेक्नोलॉजी ऑफ द हरप्पन्स. नेक्स्ट, epigraphy alone does not provide a full understanding of a political and economic history. Justify the statement with its limitations. Bernier's description of the empirical land ownership influenced the Western theorists like French philosopher Montesquieu and German Karl Marx. Justify it with suitable arguments. Which temple was worshipped by the family member of the Vijayanagara ruler? Write down 2 features of that temple. What are the Parihars and Raj Mahal forced to move in the hills? What impact did it have on their lives? Explain. Discuss the extent of which religious beliefs shaped the events of 1857. Now we have come to the section C. Long answer type question. Who composed the original story text of Mahabharata? Describe the various stages through which Mahabharata was completed between the 5th century BCE and 400 CE. Or describe the elements considered by the historian to analyze Mahabharata. Says the efforts of V.S. Sutnakar and his team for the critical edition of Mahabharata. Examine the role of village panchayats during the Mughal period. Analyze the condition of forest dwellers in the Mughal agrarian society. Non-cooperation became the epoch in the life of India and the Gandhiji. Justify the statement with examples. Khandgha. It means section D. Read the following source carefully and answer the question that follows. Buddhism in practice. This is the exact form of the Sutta Pitaka and contains the advice given by the Buddha to a wealthy householder named Sigala. In 5 ways should the master look after his servants and implies by assigning them according to their strength, by supplying them with the food and wages, by tending them to sickness, by sharing delicacies with them, by granting leave at times. In 5 ways, a clansman look after the needs of the Samnas, those who have renounced the wars, Brahmins, after affection in act of speech and mind, by keeping open house to them and supplying their worldly needs. There are similar instructions in Sigala about how to behave with his parents and teachers and wife. ठीक है. Question number 31.1. What advice was given by Buddha to Sigala regarding the relationship between the master and his servants and employees? List the instructions given by Buddha and clansmen for the Samans and Brahmins. Question number 31.3. What do you know about the Sutta Pitaka? Next चलते हैं. Read the following source carefully and answer the questions that follows. One God, the one Lord. Here is a composition attributed to the Kabir. Tell me, brother, how can there be no one Lord of the world but two? Who let you say to astray? God is called in many names like Allah, Ram, Kareem, Keshav, Hari, and Hajrat. Gold may have been shaped into rings, bangles. Isn't it gold all the same? Distinctions are only words we invent. Kabir says, they're the both mistaken. Neither can find only Ram. One kills the god and other kills the other cows. They waste their lives in disputation. Who composed this verse? According to the Kabir, how many lords of the world are there? By which names do we call them? From where has these names been taken? Write any 2 other teachings of Kabir. Now we have come to the next question. Read the following source carefully and answer the questions that follows. The British element is gone, but they have left the mischief behind. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel sir. It is no use of saying that we ask the separate electorates because it is good for us. We have heard long enough. We have heard it for years, and as a result of this agitation, we are now separate nation. Can you show me one free country where there are separate electorates? If so, I shall be prepared to accept it. But in this unfortunate country, if this separate electorate is going to be persisted even after the division of the country, woe betide the country. It is not worth living in. Therefore, I say it is not for my good alone. It is for your own good that say, forget the past. One day we may be united. The British element is gone, but they left their mischief behind. We do not want to perpetuate the mischief here. When British introduced this element, they had not expected that they will have to go so soon. They wanted it for their easy administration. It is all right, but they have left the legacy behind. Are we get out of it or not? First question: what did Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel say in opposition to the provision of separate electorates? What were evil effects of separate electorates? What did say while making the appeal to abolish the separate electorates? Now we have come to the section E, map based questions. Yes, map based question पर हम आते हैं. On the following map of India, locate the label with the following with the appropriate symbols: Sachi Stupa, Mohenjo-daro, and Vijayanagar. On the given outline map, two places have been marked as A and B as the center of the revolt 1857. Identify them and write their correct names on the lines drawn near them. No, following question are visually impaired candidates in lieu of the question number 34. Visually impaired के लिए है ये. Write down 4 centers of revolt 1857. Write down the name of the place where Gautam Buddha achieved Nibbana. Write down the names of 2 capital cities of Vijayanagar Empire. Yes. Okay. Yes. This was the question paper of class 12th, subject history, and this is the question paper of pre-board first. Okay, that's enough for this one. Thank you.